do with Islam. The Christians do not want to study. They don't even read the Quran, and they don't want to read the Quran. It is the Muslims that are interested in reading their Bible in order to fish out and confirm the truth for them. And they don't even like the Muslims to be touching the Bible now, because they discover that the more the Muslims read the Bible, the more they converted their people to Islam. So that is why they used to say, you are not a Christian. What have you got to do with our Bible? And if you should follow the biblical fact, even they themselves, they have no right to own the Bible if we have no right. Because the Bible was not sent to them. Yes, Matthew 15:24, Jesus said, I was sent only to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And Jesus even refused his disciples to preach his gospel to the Gentiles, because the gospel was not meant for them. You get it? So there are so many arguments. So this book, the Gospel of Barnabas, you can get that in most of the Muslim bookshops. You know, for example, if you go to number 31 Adelabu in Lagos, you will get that book. If you go to the National Mosque in Abuja, and even this Kanu, Kasuan Yawa, Kasuan Kurmiku, yes, where they used to sell a lot of books, you will get that Gospel of Barnabas. But I wish and I hope the IPC, Okiman and Dauda, Afman and Dauda, and I also request the IPC to have some copies for us, 2 or 3 copies to put in the library, so that whenever we are discussing with the Christians, we can be able to present the fact, in fact, all the different versions of the Bible. The IPC should help us to have these copies to be put in the library, so that we can be able to present the Islamic facts to them. Then the second question, Elijah, actually, according to 2 Kings chapter 2, verses 11 to 12, the original Elijah had ascended to heaven, according to the Bible. 2 Kings chapter 2, verses 11 to 12. I hope you understand. But the description of John the Baptist as Elijah had been explained. I hope you understand, because it is written that John the Baptist came in the spirit and power of Elijah, not the original Elijah himself. Are you getting the point? He was not the original Elijah that lived before Jesus alayhi salam. But this John the Baptist, the spirit and the power of Elijah was put in him, and he was described as the one that came in the spirit and power of Elijah, the representative of Elijah, because Elijah was to come in his second coming, as mentioned in Malachi chapter 4 verse 5. You know, Malachi chapter 4 verse 5, that Elijah will come, because they said that he did not die, therefore he will come back. So they say John the Baptist was the one that came in the spirit and power of Elijah. That is what the Bible says. I hope you understand, because Jesus said expressly in Luke 1:17, he said, this is Elijah, if you will receive him. The Elijah they are expecting, this is the Elijah. Then they are left with only one question. What is that question? That prophet. In some Bible they say, are you the prophet? In Deuteronomy 18:19, are you that prophet? In some other versions of the Bible. All the same. All the same. Alhamdulillah, Al-Hajj Aliyu Abba gave me one big commentary of the Bible. You remember that? Very huge like this. Very huge. It's too heavy. It's too heavy to carry. You get it? So I read the commentary of Deuteronomy 18:18 in that book. It's a Bible commentary, just as we have Ibn Kathir. That one is the Christian Ibn Kathir explanation of the Bible. So I read the commentary of that Deuteronomy 18:18. And what the commentator said, he said, this Deuteronomy 18:18 refers to the coming of the final and universal prophet that will come to the world. And Jesus cannot answer that. Final and universal prophet that will come to the world. That is the commentary, in that commentary. Then who is the final and universal prophet? There is no verse in the Bible that describes Jesus as the final and universal prophet. Even Jesus himself never claimed to be the final. He said another person will come and he will guide you into all the truth. Which means that Jesus did not guide the world into everything that they wanted to do about going into toilet, even the issue of marriage and staying with families. And if you give birth to Pekin, how you will take this thing, the matrimonial activities, because Jesus did not marry. I will understand. He did not marry. Therefore, if you look at that angle, you get it. So Jesus alayhi salam may not have the full knowledge in that particular angle of marriage, because he did not experience matrimonial what? Matrimonial life. Going to toilet, how you would sleep with your wife. You know, if the husband died, what will happen? How will the wife control herself? And what number of days or months she is going to spend? And what will happen? How will she control herself? And so many other things like that. That is why Jesus said, when he comes, he will guide you into all the truth. The issue of ablution. When Jesus was teaching his disciples how to perform ablution, according to the book of John chapter 13 verses 5 to 9, Peter asked him, Master, what is this thing you are doing for us? Washing our legs, our feet, and wiping our head. Jesus said, what I am doing for you now, you don't know it. But a time is coming when you will know it. What time was he referring to? John chapter 13 verse 5 to 9. What time? A Christian went to Jerusalem at the Baitul Maqaddas. He saw that if you want to enter that Baitul Maqaddas, the temple of Solomon, he see the Jews. When he want to enter, he is prevented by see what are there. Go and perform ablution. You see? Now the thing when the Muslims they do, and when he came back, he even embraced Islam from there. He embraced the religion of Islam because the Jews knew all these things. They know all these things. They know that Islam is true. So may Allah help us. So your last issue of qunut, I hope is very good. But you know, even during our sujood, you can pray. I hope you understand. You know this, our prayer is a long prayer, and the imams are trying. But despite that, yes, what you advise is very good. I hope you understand. But by the time you reach that stage, maybe your leg, just as we are doing, you begin to dance with your two legs like this. Say, this imam, this surah, no finish. I mean, you forget say that I am with the do. You will say, the imam don't pass the bus stop when the imam is supposed to. So we are trying our best, and we should appreciate that. And inshallah, even in the middle of the night, you can wake up and pray. But this advice, alhamdulillah, is a very good advice. But at the same time, we still have to consider because we still have many weak people and other persons. But the imams are trying, and whenever it is expedient for them, they can be supplicated in their distance, inshallah. So we should not forget, every time during our sujood, we should pray. And if you don't even know how to speak Arabic language, you can even pray with your own language. Any language, you can ask the Almighty Allah, whatever is your need during your prostration. If you cannot request Allah in Arabic, you pray in your language. That is application. So I think not to conclude.
What's the Muslim equivalent name of Elijah?
Elijah means Elijah. Yes, he is called Elijah or Elias. وَإِنَّ إِلْيَاسَ لَمِنَ الْمُرْسَلِينَ. Elias. Then Elisha is Al-Yasaw. Elisha, that is Al-Yasaw. They were all prophets of the Almighty Allah. So alhamdulillah, we are going to stop here. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.